get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 13. His first throw is an interception. And the Giants have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
They're set up at the 35 now. Milton. They connect on the deep shot. He has the New York touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get it down to a single point. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milton. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. And that's good for a gain of 5. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. Anticipated that route, There's Johnny on the spot.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. There's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 2nd and 11. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To the air, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Takes it in at the 26. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. He picks up 16 on the good return, and it'll be Giants football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you, then do it for myself. I go 0 to 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the 3rd down surprise. It used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 46. This time it's a passing play. It is cut left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. from the 29. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and long for him here. He's on the move. Now he'll heat this one deep down the right sideline. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants stretch their early lead to 9. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. Our scores. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's grabbed at the 10. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. A nice 15-yard pickup on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Now we're on the counter. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. Milton now. Neighbors with the catch. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Into the hands of Colt. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing from the gun here. This is complete to Neighbors. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a 16-point ball game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. On target to Worthy. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Starts his return from the 23. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be their football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Milton to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Here's Milton. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants trying to make some noise before halftime. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Milton back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Giants make it a 24-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Another throw coming on second and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Nice return there, 15 yards gained. And they're going to take over possession. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. To throw, Milton. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get 28 out of that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, Kate, refined teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, put some heat on this deep, big gain downfield. And in, touchdown, New York. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants continue piling onto this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Starting at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game. Back to the well again.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. He's got room to roam here. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
It is caught left side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Launches one deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And that hit right at the 10 somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Into the hands of Tucker. Complete. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. He's got a gain of 6 there. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's brought down at the line. Offense up to the line fast. Third down from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milton. Neighbors with a catch. Pushing it up past the 30. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for the New York Giants.
Throwing now from the gun. Into the hands of Neighbors. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Milton. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. Has it down close. Touchdown, New York. Well, as they drive forward to it right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And a man is there to knock that away.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throw on 3rd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Giants are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to... the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now Milton to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Motioning him from the slot right. And that's a New York touchdown. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Stroud from the pistol. This will be caught by Watkins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun now for Stroud. He puts everything behind this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but Action.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
This our last play of the quarter. Second and 10, Stroud to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Giants get it back on the final play of the quarter. One quarter left.
End of the third quarter with the score.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This complete to Colt. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete out to the right side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Milton back to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. But let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down.
And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Giants throwing 6 more on the blowout. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Giants get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He gets the shot at it on 1st and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Milton. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Giants running them out of the building. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's taken in by Tucker. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Right up up the gut. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Plowing up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. And wait, what's this? They fake the spike. Chased out to his right. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And that is what we call a stat stuffer. First, Kate, he picks it off. And then he gets into the backfield and gets home for the sack. And now he is just feeling it. He's thinking to himself, today is my day. And let me tell you, as a former quarterback, you don't want any defender ever thinking of playing with that confidence.
Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the coming days, with more time than normal coming up between games.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a 1st edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the